Hello, I'm Nick Cusumano. All the web is a stage, and your students are the players. It's a wonderful world in which your students can share their stories of their learning. This is my stage where my students shared stories with me for 21 years before I took my current role as Director of Instructional Technology in my district. And students, with their creativity, can change the world. This is a production of Mid-80s Night's Dream. Those are the characters from A Breakfast Club, who are the lovers in Mid-80s Night's Dream. And to me, the big thing of the production process is you have to build community. So taking that to your classroom and building community is the first step in your classroom. So using theater games to do that, getting students to be comfortable in a group. And then using improv to build that community and to help create those stories is a great place to do that because you have those stories right there. And the concept of yes and is important because you can use that to build upon each other because you don't limit. You go, yes, you said that, and then you build upon the next student's ideas. And building that can help build the stories further and further. And part of that is the rehearsal process, so your classroom is that safe space. A hint, also staging kissing scenes, it's not about the kissing, it's about the hands and how the hands move. Little tip. Next, empathy. We need to teach our students empathy. Theater is a great way of doing that because you have to put yourself in another's shoes. And that is a skill we need to help our students and taking them through that creative process of putting themselves in another's shoes and taking that time and getting them to visualize being in another's shoes and writing about that and taking that point to be creative about that is a great skill to give our students. With that, you can also help them document their learning because they're going to have to put that on paper because they have, or digitally, they have to document that process because you're going to perform that one way or another for an audience in a way. And following the plot diagram, you have a beginning, middle, and end. That helps provide structure for your students. So it doesn't go in 20 different directions. You have a beginning, middle, and end. And we have introverts. I am an introvert, even though I'm up here sharing. That gives those, you can give jobs to your introverts of research and those artists who have amazing skills you just don't know about, giving them a chance. And then your authentic audience, whether it's face-to-face or web, YouTube, Flipgrid, 20 different ways and 20 different skills that you can learn at ISTE to share those skills. And then you have the reviews because you can't forget feedback. Feedback is that magic sauce that gets them to think through those, the full process of what they've learned. And also self-reflection because students need to take that time and document and think through what they've learned. And so taking the time and documenting that process with self-reflection. And you can't forget technical theater. So, and that's why we're here, is those EdTech tools that give us those powers of Flipgrid and sharing stories, because you could have an interaction between two characters just on Flipgrid using that. And using Google Suite, because you get into collaboration working together, and they all can have that together and share those thoughts, and it's all documented there. And Adobe Spark, great ways of being creative and sharing your thoughts and doing a video, because with Adobe Spark you can do the narrative and have the picture on there, and you have those great skills to share with your students and sharing those type of things. And don't forget the 4 C's. So my theory is theater has been doing the 4 C's since the 5th century BC. So creativity, critical thinking, collaboration. So getting your stories to be the storytellers of their learning. And I can't wait to see them to raise the curtain of their storytelling. Thank you.